get started.
Okay.
We might have some people jump in too, okay? We may not, so we'll see. Hey, we're recording live right now. We're here with the coach, Jason Red Allen. You know him as Coach Allen. He's from Muncie, Indiana, representing the East Central Indiana community, and he's out in Minnesota doing big things. And we brought him on today because he just celebrated his 100th win as a high school basketball coach. And I'm so proud of him because I'm not going to take too much credit, but I had a little bit to do with it. We'll talk about that. But Jason, Coach Allen, how are you doing today?
Doing good, man. Just came off a win. Right now, we 15-5 overall, and we're 11-1 in our conference. And so, still trying to get this conference championship. Still working towards finishing good in the section. So, just happy with where we're at right now.
That's a beautiful thing. 11-1 in the conference. It's not a small feat in any conference. So I understand you guys are really a well-oiled machine. It sounds like.
Yeah, you want to be peaking at the end of the season. You want to be playing your best basketball heading into the playoffs. And I felt like last year we didn't do that, and so we had an early exit. So, we really, on a mission to redeem ourselves from last year. We was a high seed, got upset at home. And so our whole goal has been since that last game is to get back to the championship games. We can get a chance to go to state. In 2020, when I coached at St. Cloud Apollo, we had a chance to go to state, but COVID hit. So, me, I've been on a mission to get back there. Not like trying to be selfish, but a personal mission to get back there, man. Because we won the game on a Wednesday and found out on a Thursday that COVID has stopped everything, man. So,
wow.
I can be honest and said I've been chasing that, and we got a good group of players to help me do that, and a good coaching staff to help us do that.
That's beautiful, man. Personal goals, there's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have one set, then I know you're going to hit it. And then get ready to set the next one as well. So I already know how you do.
Mm-hmm.
For let the people know where you are, first of all. Then we're going to go into where you're from. But first, where are you right now?
Right now, I'm in Sauk-Rapids Rice High School. We're in the top class 4A high school. This is my third year here. I started my head coaching career at St. Cloud Apollo. Was there for 7 years. Had a lot of success, but I just thought it was a time for a change. And Sauk-Rapids has been good. Sauk-Rapids Rice has been good, man. I like being here. The AD, me and him went to the same – we wasn't in college at the same time, but we went to the same college. So they've treated me nice, man. And, for me, sometimes it's tough to trust people, but it's a lot of people here that has treated me like family, man. So excited to be here. We like I said, ready to get into March, whereas survive or go home. And so just like I said, want us to go into the playoffs playing really good. And right now we seem to do that. So knock on wood that we keep doing that.
Well, before we move on, I just want to touch on your big victory tonight. I was able to see a piece of it in the second half, and I seen it was 20-point plus victory tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it was against a rival from the conference, so it was a big win. Talk a little about what happened tonight and pick up some of the guys.
No, we came out ready to play tonight. Defensively, we was on point. Offensively, we shared the ball movement, player movement, guys playing together, making the extra pass, and that's the things that we have been talking about with our team that's going to help us be successful. We have 3 players that's going to – we actually have 4 total players that's going to play college sports next year. We have 2 guys going to play Division II basketball. We have one of our guys going to play Division II football, and then we have one of our guys that's going to play baseball. So we got a pretty talented team. We got a good front court, good back court, got guys off the bench that give us good energy. So we have everything in place. The only thing that I feel like that can stop us is us, right? We don't matter who we play. You just going to happen to be in the way of what we're trying to accomplish. And we got a really tough section. Any team 1 through 4 can win it. So you always got to be on your toes. So again, we just want to be peaking, man, heading into the postseason. And that starts with me at the top, and then it goes down to our captains, our seniors, and everybody else, man. So we've been locked in pretty much from last June to now. Our guys have done a good job. We played pretty much every tough team in Minnesota that has been on our schedule. We dropped some tough games, and the difference in them that we feel like has been rebounding and just not having some good defensive energy. But everything that we have to get better at, we work on every day, and we will get better at that as we go on with the season.
I hear you, Coach, and I see that you're focused, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. You are dialed in, and it's mid-season level, and I can feel it coming out of you, and I'm enjoying it. And I want to touch on just a little bit now that you told us where you are in Minnesota. Just touch a little bit on those that may see this from the ECI area. Let them know who you are, where you're from, and how you got started.
Oh man, from Muncie, Indiana. Graduated from Muncie Central in 1998. How I got into coaching, man, was really I had hit rock bottom, in life. And so I was really trying to find a different lifestyle. Ran into a couple guys that I had played man's league basketball with. They had played college basketball. John Williams, Brett Carmichael, shout out to them. They had an AAU program going, man, and I asked, could I help? And they let me help, and everything from then just took off, man. I was an assistant for them AAU for 3 years. Then I became and got my head coaching job and in their program, which was Minnesota Lockdown, and it turned into Powerhouse. And what had happened was their high school coach was working in St. Cloud where I lived at, and I ended up getting a job in the St. Cloud School District, and he asked me to come on and help as an assistant, and man, everything just took off since then. Like even some of the success I've had, it's been surprising for me. Like some of it has been surprising for me, but I think like once I hit rock bottom, man, I just start praying a lot. Got a lot of good family members in Muncie who always look out for me, man. Who always positive with me, and they've been supporting me too. I wish they could be here sometime to see this, so that's why I try to send the huddle games and everything I can to watch them stream, man. But coaching saved my life, man. Like it changed me as a person. And when I said I hit rock bottom, like Tone, I didn't know which way I was gonna go, and coaching just helped me do that. My goal was never to be a high school head coach. I just happened to get into coaching, and the next step just kept happening, and here we is now, man. And so it makes me more disciplined. Makes me a better father, even though you still got some work to do in that area because you're so busy with coaching, you find that balance. But yeah, man, I love it. And I never thought about being a coach ever. When I got done playing, because I came up here, I went to St. Cloud State and played for 2 years, played for a junior college in Kansas. I never imagined for me to be a high school head coach. It just happened that way, man.
It's funny to hear you say that because it seems like a perfect fit from my perspective for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like you didn't know, but I knew that was exactly what it would be. And the fact that you get to touch the lives of young men and create a positive influence. Talk a little bit about that and how good that feels. I heard you talk about a couple of guys going to school. Talk about some of the ones that you already nurtured and gone on to do some of the things they're doing that you're proud of.
Well, I got a couple kids playing at Division I, Oakland University. We got another kid that had played for me at Apollo. The kids that's at Oakland University, Jack and Chang Hoff, they twins, really good basketball players, walking buckets. Then I had Portia Bowl, who played for us at Apollo. He's at Southern University. Got a couple players at junior colleges. So, man, my whole thing is I've always tell kids is use basketball to get you to college. Then once you get to college, figure out a career. Because you may not go to the NBA, and you may not go to the NBA or play pro. Before you know it, you hit rock bottom. You don't know which way you're going to go. Man, that was like really for me, man. Like I wanted to play professional basketball. I wanted to go overseas or whatever. It didn't work. And it didn't work for me. So when I hit rock bottom, I didn't know which way to go, man. So I'm just like, partying, doing everything that I probably shouldn't be doing. And like I said, shout out to John Williams and Brett Carmichael, man. They saved my life. Like when I didn't have nothing, they gave me, whether it was money, whether it was food, whether it was a birthday for my daughter had a birthday. I didn't have it. They gave it for me. They gave it to me. But also, man, they was truth tellers. And I feel like when you're going to make it in life, you got to have truth tellers around you. Them dudes was truth tellers. Like when I was messing up, hey, you messing up. They used to tell me like, hey, we ain't going to give you no AAU team if you ain't doing this right. And so, man, it really made me be disciplined. Even when I got to the head coaching job, I still reach out to them. So it's just helping kids is really a good thing because you can share your experience with them. Like when I tell our kids, right from wrong, it was stuff I messed up on. It was stuff me and my friends messed up on. And as coaches, we trying to give you that advice so you don't make the same mistakes we made. You know what I mean? Because in this world, man, one choice can make you go backwards. You know what I mean? Or one choice can be a total different life change for you, whether it's in the graveyard or whether you go to prison. So I try to tell them too, man, always stay on your toes. And I don't like some kids will be like, oh, I only just did it one time. Man, I know a lot of kids one time or a lot of people one time that did something, either they in prison or they messed up their career. And so I never want to have any of our players that. And so I try to model that as I can, man. I ain't perfect, but I try to model that every day.
Hey, from a 765, we know what stories can lead to. And we know how easy it is in the blink of an eye. Your whole life has gone to the left. Yeah, so we've seen it. We know. And shout out to them brothers that was there for you too. I just want to make sure that we touch on them because truth tellers is something that we all need in our lives, and I think that's kind of how we connected with the truth teller. Can you talk about the story about the truth teller, how we connected?
Yeah, man. I remember I was at Miss Shabazz as manager, RIP to her, and I was doing tutoring with her. And remember, we started the basketball team. Also, rest in peace, remember Thomas Lee. So you start coaching us, man, but you did more than coach us on basketball, man. You tried to teach us about life behaviors. And at that time, we was having some attitudes, so you would try to come and talk to us and teach us right from wrong, but not only basketball, just in the world, man, just like trying to stay out of trouble and trying to do something better with our life. So I appreciate that. That's why when you reached out to me, I was like, oh, yeah, man, I definitely do this. Somebody who talked to me before I didn't even know what trajectory my life was on. But when I was young and stuff, you always reached out, man, and tried to talk to me when I seen you. She, Shabazz, all y'all, man. So I appreciate that, man. I don't forget no help I get. I love Muncie, 765. I love all, and I still talk to all of them, man. All my family, all my friends. I miss them, and they always support me. You know, when they can't watch the game, they watch the game. When they want to give me advice, man, they give me advice. And like I said, I just like staying in touch with them. And so happy to do this, man, for sure.
Because what you've done is really worthy of celebrating. Yeah, in terms of where you are, the obstacles you've overcome, and then not only that, but where you found yourself planted, and then the seeds that you're germinating right now. I want you to know it's a beautiful thing. I went down to Texas and continued some coaching. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm sitting back and I'm watching some of the flowers bloom from what we've done. Man, it's going to bless your heart in years to come. So I want you to be prepared for that.
No, man, coaching ain't easy either. And like I said, my little brother, Jarrell, he live in Muncie too. He used to coach with Bonzi in Tennessee. He was the first one that got into coaching. He got into coaching before me. And so I never thought I was being coach. So I always reach out to him, man. You know, some other people from Muncie that coach, Sean Kreider. That's one of my good friends, man. He coached. I always reach. I know you know Greg Barnes. I'm always reaching out to him. My cousin Carmen Malone, man, my family, man, they always all reaching out, man. So I always like to talk back to people in Muncie because they always look it out and being supportive, man. Like I always try to make sure I stay humble and not think I'm better than nobody, because once you do that, man, you stop growing in life. And I always want to grow in life. But I love coaching, man, and I never thought I would do it. But sometimes, man, when life gets struggle, it's the one thing to keep me moving. Like coming in the gym with these kids and coaching. You know, on game day, some people be like, I got an attitude. No, man, I just be focused. You know what I mean? I just be focused because I feel like my team, not my team, our team feeds off of me, man. So I always try to make sure I'm on point with all this.
As the head, they do. And like you said, you know, when it comes down to it, you coaching saved your life, but in reality, you're saving other lives through coaching. Yep. So you know, it's so wonderful to give, because like you're giving them what they need, but I know that you're receiving so much more in return. And I know how that feels you.
No, it's a lot of people that look out too, man. I got a lot of support out here, man. You know, I went through something last year, and I found out how much support I really had from here to Muncie to other people, man. And it's always good to have a good support group because, you know, sometimes life can get tough. Sometimes coaching can get tough, man. And last year we had some ups and downs to where I said, you know what, there's some things I got to do different, you know, for us to get to where we need to get. And there's some things our players got to do different. And I think we've came together, and I think we on a mission, man. Like, I'm really excited for what we can do in this playoff run, right? We got everything we need, man.
That's a beautiful thing. So tell me about how this season has gone so far, and what's the record? I'm sorry, I was trying to do something else.
No, we're good. Sometimes this keep leaving, but then you come back. But
I'm here. I'm doing it. Yeah. I'm trying to highlight you, brother. Make sure.
Yeah, okay. I'm making sure because you know sometimes Wi-Fi don't be working and all that. So
I'm just trying to showcase you, bro.
We started out the season. We started out the season real good, man. Started hot. I think we won our first 8-9 games. Stumbled here and there, then bounced back with a couple wins. A loss here and there, but overall, man, we playing really well, man. Like my goal is to be a bet for not only for our team to be better, but me to be a better coach. And I feel like as a whole, our program is better, from our freshman team, from our JV team to our varsity team. Again, we were ranked in the top 10. Most of our season, we've been ranked in the top 10. We started out in the top 5. A couple losses dropped us out of the top 10. But I've told our guys, I'm not worried about rankings. I want to see where we at towards the end of the season. So, again, we keep getting better each game. We got size. We got shooting. We got defense. We got guys that rebounding. But the one thing we got that you have to have if you're going to make a run, man, we got dogs. And you got to have dogs, right? And we got them to make this run. And we just got to keep believing in each other, man, and keep getting better each day. You know, with teenagers, some days they come into the gym and they may not be ready to go. You know what I mean? They just may not be ready to go. And so I tell them the days that you struggling to find it is the days you really got to lock in. You know what I mean? Because there's days when I was a kid, I was coming in the gym, man, and I wasn't always in the right mindset. But them the days you got to lock in and get through it, man. And so just trying to teach them along the way about not just basketball, just with life. Some days you ain't gonna want to go to work. Hey, you got to pay them bills. You got to figure how you gonna keep having your career be longevity. And so the days you don't feel like getting them, the days you really got to lock in and get into the gym and get better, man. I always preaching to our guys about getting better each day. And your parents can't help with that. That's on you. That's a you problem. You got to really be hungry and really get better, and want to get better. Not really get better. You got to want to get better.
That's what's so important about you being in these kids' lives, because you're feeding them what they need. And I know that it's translating outside of the gym. And, and I know they're building confidence in themselves, and it's translating in the classroom and in other parts of their lives. And I know that's why some of the parents treat you the way they do, because they really see the influence that you have. And it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I tell the kids too, when I speak like about you changing your life or trying to teach you from right from wrong, it's because I experienced that too. Like parents know when I'm speaking to your kid about, hey, how you got to have a better life or how you got to stay positive. I'm speaking from experience. I ain't perfect and I wasn't perfect then, man. You know what I mean? But again, this little orange ball kind of like saved my life, man. When I was in high school, loved playing basketball, got to college, loved playing basketball, kind of fell off. And then again, like I told you, I found my two guys and they end up saving my life, man. And so here I am trying to give back. You know what I mean? And some days it's tough, man, whether it's you worried about stuff that may be going on at home and when I mean home at Muncie, you know what I mean? You worry about stuff that may be done because you can't always be there for your family. And so, man, I just try to stay focused on this coaching, and they do a good job of support me and understand that I don't get to come back and visit home a lot. You know what I mean? I like coming home. Like, I'll come back for the back to Muncie and stuff like that. But it's always good to come home, man. Like, I think you gotta remember this, but I ended up going to college with Travis Wright. You know what I mean? Me and him went to junior college. And, man, that dude, you know, I want to give a shout out to him because he showed me that it's another level as far as how you got to play basketball. Like, he really showed me that, man. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people at home that looked out for me that. Then when I used to come home in the summer, I used to go to the gym and work with Dwayne Clemens. You know what I mean? You know where Clem at. He one of the top players that ever come out of Muncie, man. So I always had people from Muncie willing to give back and help me out, man. And that's what I'm happy about.
That's a beautiful thing, man. It's a tree, and we all came from that same tree. And so I'm so glad to see you go on and provide others what they need so that they can start their own tree. I'm telling you, you're going to be amazed in about 15, 20 years when the guys come back and tell you about what they're doing and the influence that you had on their lives. And so I can't wait for you to experience that and just keep doing what you're doing, Jason. I mean, I call you Jason, but I know that they call you Coach there, so I want to be respectful of the people from there who may see you. You my little man, Jason, but I know you Coach Allen. So Coach, I tell you, we're proud of you. Your 100th win. I know you have 103 now, and I'm sure by the end of the season you'll have at least 110.
That's the goal.
That's
the goal, man.
Yes, come on back to Muncie with it when you do.
Yep, for sure.
Now listen,
man.
my son's in Nebraska.
Man. Yep.
My son's in Nebraska doing big things in Omaha. So I'm gonna eventually connect y'all because y'all in the same family mold and from the same understanding. So I just I'm not gonna hold you. I want you to get home and enjoy this win. I know you got plenty of week left. So
we got another one Thursday we got to get.
Okay. Well, are you ranked yet in the state? That's
what I said. So we started out the season ranked number 5. We was ranked number 10 up until last week. Lost a tough one last week to a really good team, Alexandria. So I would say right now we probably 11 or 12. And for me, like, I want us to be ranked, but I think it's more for the kids. Like I tell people like, oh, we ain't worried about rankings. No, kids is worried about rankings, man. It gives them confidence to see where their team at. And you like to see your team ranked like in the top 10.
Right. You something to keep going for. When you're at the top 10, you gotta get to 9, 8, 7, 6, and looking for number 1 if you like that. Yeah. Hey, Jason, man, much love to you, man. Your family here, they know how I feel about them, so I don't have to
Yep.
say much about that. Your moms and whatnot. So,
Yep.
Listen, man, I appreciate you coming on, and I'm gonna let you get out of here. Great victory tonight. I'm glad I got to see some of it. I seen you throwing alley oops, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that
yeah,
followed
yeah.
up by a
Yeah,
backdoor pass.
Yeah. Try to get the
I seen
crowd.
execution.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. I
Got
love
you.
it. Give me give somebody that may see this, that's younger than us, that may be looking up to trying to maybe want to do what you're doing one day. Give them some parting words and some encouragement on how to get there, what to do, and what to focus on.
I think, man, just staying focused and staying disciplined and always having good people in your circle. You know what I mean? Whether it's your assistant coaches, whether it's, like I said, always having truth tellers, you got to have good people in your support circle who going to push you, but also hold you accountable. And if you have that, man, you can do anything in life. But I feel like you can't do nothing without discipline. And it took me a while to get to discipline, man. That's why I said I love coaching, because coaching helped me become a disciplined person. So I think that's the main thing. If you're on the track trying to be a coach, you got to be disciplined. You got to have thick skin. You got to ignore the outside noise, and you got to know leadership sometimes can be lonely, and it ain't always going to be happy. Everybody ain't going to like you, but you got to do what's best for your program, and that's the thing I learned from every coach I know or anybody I've had around me.
Ignoring the outside noise. I love it. I love it, because the haters going to hate. That's just what they do. But when you have a goal and you focus, just go handle what you need to do.
Yep.
I'm with you 100%, brother. I'm with you 100%. Hey, man, I hope that we get to connect again soon. I'm going to keep my eye on you like I have been. And that's how I knew that 100th win was big. And now we have 103. And so I hope maybe 125. Maybe you can slide back in on us if you got time.
For sure.
We definitely want to remain in touch. Keep that hometown feel like we know how to do.
Yeah,
and
shout out to Muncie. Yep.
Man, shout out to Mr. Bass too, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Bass, man. She really was trying to help a lot of us, man. So shout out to her, man, for sure. That's how we connected. So I appreciate that.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's a beautiful soul. Beautiful soul. Well, Jason, again, congratulations on your win tonight. Again, what's your record? Tell the people when your next game is. I know you said Thursday. Tell them when they can find you. Whatever you want to live with.
We 15 and 5 and we 11 and 1 in conference. Our next game is Thursday. We play Brainerd at home, a big section game, man. So we excited for that. So like I said, again, thanks for having me on, man.
Hey, Jason, my pleasure. I thank you for taking the time out after your big win to come on with your people. And that's another thing I love about us. We always got time for our homies.
Oh, always, man. Yeah, man. Always.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Jason, once again, much love. I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your night. Enjoy the victory. Get another one on Thursday. Good luck with the rest of the season, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you having me on, man. You have a good night.
Thanks. You too, bro.